Hey everyone, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? It has been a wild week. After I published my last video about combating racism, I received a ton of feedback. A lot of comments were posted on the video. I got some on my Facebook page. I got a bunch of messages sent to me. So thank you to everybody for that. Predictably, with a topic like this, the opinions are varied, and the comments and messages included a fair number of opinions that are different to mine, which I was expecting. So today I just wanted to have a follow-up chat to address a couple of themes that cropped up several times in those dissenting opinions. I will link the original video in the description below. If you haven't seen it, you might want to watch it and then come back, just so you have the context. Now, one of these themes is the idea that white people in South Africa are being murdered in their droves. I don't know if this is true. I haven't seen any reliable stats indicating that white people in South Africa are being disproportionately affected by murder. I mean, yes, South Africa does have a high murder rate and white people are among the victims. Are some of the murders racially motivated? I mean, there is anecdotal evidence that supports that, but I cannot really comment on statistics because I just don't have that information. I will say that because of its history, South Africa has a unique situation when it comes to race relations. I do plan to cover that in another video at some point. Now, I no longer live in South Africa myself, but I do spend about a month there every year. So I want to do that video in collaboration with a YouTuber who actually lives there. That'll just give a more balanced view than what I'm able to provide by myself. So that one will be coming up at some point in the future. Another theme is people keep saying that police officers in America kill more white people than black people. The implication being that it is actually white people who are being targeted, so the anti-racism protesters have it all wrong. So this is what the numbers show. I'll just put this graph on the screen. Numerically, it is true. In any given year, more white people are killed by police officers than black people. The general trend seems to be that it's more or less double. So technically, the people who are saying this are correct. However, this statistic means nothing unless we account for the populations of each group. In the United States, police officers kill about twice as many white people as black people every year. But there are about 6 times as many white people in the population. So when we express these statistics in a way that accounts for population numbers, we see that black people are actually 2.5 times more likely to be killed by police officers than white people. Okay, real talk, you guys. I'm confused, and I'm going to tell you why. When we point out that there is a problem with racism, and there is a problem with racism, there are always people who get all defensive about it, like the idea of racial equality is somehow threatening to them. And I don't get it. I mean, how hard can it possibly be to say that racism is wrong? Look, I love cheesecake. Now, I know that seems like a totally random change of subject, but just go with me on this. I love cheesecake. And if you take my cheesecake, I get upset because that means there's less cheesecake for me. Human rights is not a cheesecake. If black people have human rights, that does not mean white people have less human rights. It's not a pie. There's not a finite amount of human rights that has to be divided up. There's enough for everybody. And when people get upset because other people want to be treated right, I find that so strange. Especially because it's not actually that difficult to be good to other people. So be good to each other, you guys. It's easier, it's less stressful, and you can be rewarded with some amazing connections with all kinds of people. I'll see you soon. Stay healthy, stay safe, live your best life, and be kind. Bye.